Now let's talk about Boolean data type. So a Boolean data type is declared with the Boolean keyword and can only take the value true or false. The word true and false are reserved words, so which means that they cannot be used as identifiers. And here's some examples. So we can define a Boolean again with the Boolean keyword followed by an identifier. So in this case we chose B, and we can assign a true or false value by just writing true or false, and we can also assign the results of a Boolean expression. So in this case 3 is less than 4 is an expression which will return false, and then false will be assigned to B. And then you can use a Boolean data type in an if statement where you need a Boolean value, true or false. So let's see some examples in the editor. Alright, so let's do a Boolean demo example. So I am in my Sublime text editor again, and I have an empty file which I'm going to save as bool demo.java, and I'm going to save it in my lecture 2 folder, which you're about to see the file appears here. Okay, so and so let's define our class bool demo. So I'm going to zoom into it a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to define my main method, and then I'm going to define a Boolean b. It could be anything, so I chose to use b, and I can assign a value that could either be true or false. Okay, so let's go ahead and print. Again, for shortcut to write the print dot out the system.out.println is to type pl and hit tab, and I can say b is space plus the actual value that b holds. So I'm done typing my initial file program. Then I'm going to take 3 steps. Number 1, save. Number 2, compile. So before I compile, I'm going to see what I have in here. I'm not in the right place now, so I'm going to go to cd desktop slash, which I remember my other folder, slash cis 36 slash lecture 2, and that's where I am now. So I do have bool demo.java. So to compile this, I have to say java c bool demo.java. All right, so java bool demo. So b is true. So we can go ahead and change this value, say false, and save, compile, and run. B is false now. So what else you can do is the initial value of b was, let's go back to true, and let's change b to b is equal to, or b is set to 3 greater than 4, which is clearly, this expression is a Boolean expression which can return true or false. In that case it will return false. So then I can see what is my new value of b, so I can reprint. So each change we need to recompile, and then we can run, and then b is true and b is false. This is how we can use a Boolean. And we can also do this, since the b is true, I'm going to use b in an if statement. So I'm going to say pl tab, then I'm going to simply copy it from here. This I'm going to say oops, I must say this will be executed. Okay. The reason is that we know that B is true here. So if I copy this and paste this one in here, this will not be executed because the new value of B is false. So let's recompile. Okay, that's how you can see the entire file content, and I'm going to compile, then I'm going to run again. So B is true, this will be executed. B is false, this will not be executed, did not get printed. All right, so one last thing I can do is I can print, say 10 is greater than 9, and this is just text, this is not the Boolean expression itself. Then here I can say 10 greater than 9. So this will be printed as is. This will be printed as a Boolean value, so which will be true. And finally, do recompile and rerun, and then 10 greater than 9 true, or you can say is true, just to make sure it looks good. Here we go. So this is a quick introduction to Boolean expressions and Boolean values, and then we will be using this a lot in this class. So